The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew.
Glory to you, Lord.
The 11 disciples went to Galilee, to the mountain to which Jesus had summoned them. When they saw him, they worshipped him, but some doubted. Jesus came forward and said to them, "All authority in heaven and on earth has been given to me. Go therefore and make disciples of all the nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit. Teach them to obey everything I have commanded you. And behold, I will be with you always, even to the end of the ages." The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
The Jews have a story about the famous Rabbi Yitzhak, who was a very learned man. And one day a young man came to talk to him and said, "I don't believe in this God that you people talk about. Prove to me that there is such a God." And the rabbi said, "Well, you have gone to other rabbis, and they have also not been able to lay God before you on the table, and neither can I. But think about this, my friend. What if it is true after all? Perhaps it is true after all." And the story is that great perhaps stuck in the mind of this young man. He walked off from Rabbi Yitzhak in a huff, but he was haunted by that question. What if it is true after all? So after some years of seeking and talking to other rabbis, one day a rabbi was able to explain to him that from science and from philosophy and from human experience, that God really does exist. And this young man finally said, "I think that may be true." So he asked to be received into the Jewish community and became a practicing Jewish young man. Perhaps it is true after all. Nearly everyone has doubts sometimes about the existence of God. That's why we need faith. As the rabbi said, I can't lay God before you on the table and explain his existence to you without any kind of doubt. It takes an act of faith. But nobody can disprove the existence of God either, okay? As one guy said, "I don't believe in this religious stuff. I'm an atheist, thank God." Whoops. Today's feast of the Blessed Trinity gives us a glimpse of what God is like in his own being. His being is so vast and so profound, it cannot be comprehended in just one reality. It's a trinity of persons, each drawing life from the other and sharing life with the others. In fact, the very nature of God is to share. The Father pours his life into the Son pours his life into the Holy Spirit, and there's a constant, eternal, everlasting exchange of life and love between these three divine persons, and it spills over into visible creation and into the hearts and souls, especially of us human beings. We cannot fathom this completely. It's a mystery, but I'm glad. I don't want to believe in God that I can have all figured out, but one that's larger and vaster and more mysterious than my little mind. But interestingly, this vast, mysterious God also wants to share life with us. The first reading today, Moses says, "Was it ever heard of? Did any God choose a nation and work signs and wonders for them, as your God has done for you?" He says to his own Jewish people. So the scriptures invite us, look back on your own life and recall how wonderfully God has guided and cared for you. The message is, do not forget what God has done for you and for me. But also, do not forget who you are. You are the beloved daughter or son of God. That's a tremendous gift and mystery, isn't it? That the great God holds us in his heart as his beloved sons and daughters. You're a walking, breathing temple of the living God. What a wonderful reality that is. We bear God within us. St. Paul says in today's second reading, all who are led by the Spirit of God are sons and daughters of God. That is the basis for our dignity and our sense of self-worth and the church's passion for every single human life. And finally, if we are formed in the image of God, we are called to be the image of God in our daily life. Today's gospel, Jesus, go into the whole world and tell everyone about God and how I, Jesus, have made God's love visible. All the things I share with you, my teachings, my miracles, my suffering and dying and rising from the dead, don't let it be forgotten. Keep it alive. And good luck, you'll be on your own, right? No, I will be with you, is the last words. I will be with you always till the end of the world. You don't have to do it as the gospel evangelizing all by yourselves. But it's not enough to teach about God. It's when we care about the people who God brings into our lives. When we sacrifice our time, our energy, our love for the sake of someone who needs us. We forgive someone who has injured us. Then we are truly imaging God. In a few moments, we are going to profess our faith in the creed. We're going to say, I believe it is true. God is the origin and final destiny of the end of all life. So we commit ourselves in this life, once again, we will not forget all that God has done for us. We will not forget who we are, the beloved daughters and sons of God, and we will not forget our mission to image God in all our relationships. And that, brothers and sisters, is a life that is worth living.